Michael, what are your thoughts after that one this afternoon?
We're disappointed not to win. It's another clean sheet, which is a positive. I thought first half we were excellent. First 15 minutes, both teams kind of nullified each other, and sometimes you get that when both teams are playing with three centre backs and it's kind of man for man all over the pitch. But I thought from that point, 15 minutes to half time, we were excellent. Got in some really good areas. Should have done better with the final ball. Didn't work the goalkeeper enough. I think it's a penalty on Christian Norton. Clearly, the defender's got his hands all over his back and just pushes him to the ground. The referee doesn't give it. And then second half, we kind of lost our way a little bit. We turned the game a little bit. We went long a little bit too often. Turned the game into a second ball game, which suited Preston. That's what they want. They've got good legs and energy in the middle of the pitch. And we just made some poor decisions in relation to. We turned the ball over too much in the second half, which gave them a little bit of belief in that they could maybe take something from the game. And the goal, you're needing something to win a game like that. If the referee's not going to give you the decision, the penalty that we felt we agreed to get, and Stephen Fletcher, it's so marginal. Like the linesman's got to have. He must have great eyesight to see along the line and see it, because it's really, really marginal in terms of the sending off, the goal that Stephen Fletcher scores.
Perhaps the kind of story of your season where you have those chances and maybe decisions as well don't go for you?
A little bit, yeah, we can use that. I think you can feel aggrieved about that, but I also think that we have to be realistic and say, we've just talked about it there in the dressing room. We have to do more. We have to find ways to win games like that. When teams come and you're dominant, then they stop you playing. You have to find another. You've got to present them with another problem as well. And the other side of that is, the real benefit of scoring when you're on top is then the game becomes easier for you. And we just gave them a little bit of hope and belief in the second half, mainly because the ball went forward. They picked up second ball. They had good legs in their team, and they got a few free kicks at the edge of the box that we had to defend. And when you keep a clean sheet, Adam makes a brilliant save down his right as well. You should be winning games like that.
What were your thoughts on the red card?
Listen, I think because of the situation, Brown does well because he gets in a position like he comes across Harry. Very minimal contact. It's basically, I think, his right leg and Harry's left leg come into contact. But because of how it happens and the nature of the incident on the pitch, I think the ref's always going to give a red card in that situation.
It's the 20th league clean sheet of the season. It certainly shows you're a more solid team this year. Yeah,
it does. And the disappointing thing for us is that, there'll be teams above us in good positions in the league that won't have kept that. We unfortunately, I think that's possibly our 8th or 9th 0-0 draw, and it's not from trying to win the game. We've tried to win all of those games, but we just haven't seemed to have enough at certain points in time to be able to find the difference. And you've got to win. You can't have too many 0-0 draws. You've got to turn 4 or 5 of them into 1-0 wins.
You said before the game that you give players chances and you'd hope they'd take them. Did you feel they did that today?
Yeah, I wasn't too disappointed with too many of the performances today. I still felt we had another gear to find a little bit, which is sometimes natural at this stage of the season. But I thought young Christian did well. I was pleased with Josh Timon. I thought Josh did well as well. Reece did very well at left centre back as well. But it's good, we Christian and Harry and I'm trying to think of the other, but I think we had three academy players essentially in our starting 11 today, and that's a good sign. And we just got to make sure that we continue with that. And as I say, we're disappointed we didn't win the game.